This is a pine cone. That's a pile of sand. This is a really cute sword. When it comes to creative design, some Pokemon definitely got the short end of the stick. Some, like Klefki, have been criticized as being just household objects, with others looking a lot like normal animals with very few changes made. But this isn't really a problem with the newer Pokemon. Plenty of the original 151 Pokemon had less than creative designs. Sorry, Seal. So let's back up and look at the worst offenders from the original 151 Pokemon, starting with this evolution line that looks strikingly similar to the normal life stages of a butterfly. And while this line isn't crazy creative, I do have to give them some credit for Beedrill. But they're not even trying to pull one over with Pidgey. Literally, his name is Pidgey. But he evolves into a pigeon wearing a red wig, which is, I fear, dope. I would include Rattata on this list, except for the fact that Raticate actually looks a lot more like a rat, which is surprising because I feel like a lot of times when they evolve, they get more creative. They look less like normal animals. Does anybody know if they ever did the thing again where they just have the Pokemon be an animal's name spelled backwards? Ekans, snake. I can't think of any other examples of that. Are there other examples of that? Sandshrew actually looks really unique until you see a pangolin. This is a pangolin. There's one standing up. They're pretty heavily poached. That's why that headline's that way. But real life Sandshrew, if you've never seen one. You guys already knew Zubat was going to be on this list. You're not going to trick me by putting mushrooms on a crab. I'm sorry, Paris. I wasn't fooled. I've really been joking, but I actually think this one's bad. This one's actually... There's not really an excuse for this one. Okay, speedrun. Kitty. Pony. Seahorsey. Krabby. Wait. So they might have cut on some of the names, too. That's okay. Okay. You know, people are always saying Voltorb looks like a Pokeball. Voltorb's just a Pokeball with eyes. But you know, Pokemon had to come up with the Pokeball, come up with the design. So if they want to use it on one of their Pokemon, fine. But to do it a second time? Pokemon, really? I was defending you here. You did it again? And I think that rounds out our worst offenders. Obviously, this is completely a joke. I love all the original 151 Pokemon. I love all of their designs. If any of them are your favorite, that's completely valid, obviously. It wouldn't be the same without any of those Pokemon. And I just think it's funny to point out that some of them, as much thought maybe wasn't put into them, but that's okay. And let me know if I forgot any that you think weren't as creative as others, and let me know if you want me to do Gen 2. This video came about because my boyfriend was dogging on Seal for not being very creative, and Seal isn't very creative, but I really don't think he's the worst offender. I mean, look, he has a little horn, he's blue, Seals aren't blue, I don't know, his tail's cool. He's not the worst. I love you, Seal. You're not great, you do look like a regular Seal, but you're not the worst, okay?